fires of Samhain burned low on the ridge, and the dark came early and cold. I walked the old path by the standing stones, where my grandmother told me not to go. The mist lay thick on the shoulder of the hill, like a secret the earth would not keep, and the hawthorn trembled without any wind, as if something beneath it was breathing. She calls his name like water over stone. He calls her name like wind through barley gold. Speak my name again from behind the door, from the world that the hillside conceals. Speak it like you made it, like you always knew. What this heart in my body feels. The door in the hillside glows with golden fire. The threshold between worlds is thin, and the voice that called to me from the hollow dark is the voice I have always been. Then the hillside opened in a seam of gold, like the crack of a world folding wide, and the light that poured from the hollow within was not fire and was not the sky. It was older than candles, older than dawn. It was warm as a hand on my face, and it pulled at something deep beneath my ribs, like a tide that had chosen its place. She calls his name like water over stone. He calls her name like wind through barley gold. Speak my name again from behind the door, from the world that the hillside conceals. Speak it like you made it, like you always knew. What this heart in my body feels. The door in the hillside glows with golden fire. The threshold between worlds is thin, and the voice that called to me from the hollow dark is the voice I have always been. I pressed my hand to the frame of that light, and the stone was not stone anymore. It was silk, it was a river, it was long ago. It was everything I'd been searching for. The voice said, come in, like a prayer half remembered, like a song from my mother's own tongue. And I stood at the edge of two living worlds, and I felt myself terribly young. She calls his name like water over stone. He calls her name like wind through barley gold. Speak my name again from behind the door, from the world that the hillside conceals. Speak it like you made it, call to me from the hollow dark is the voice I have always been. The door is still there on the shoulder of the hill when the year turns to dark and too cold. And if you stand still in the silence of Samhain, you will hear what the hillside has told. Come in, the light has been waiting. Come in, I know your name. And somewhere between the fire and the darkness she stepped through and was never the same. I was following cattle through the morning fog when the hillside swallowed the path. I stumbled down through a root tangled dark and came out where no sun had ever cast. A garden that had no business being underground, with roses made of silver and of flame, and trees that bore both blossom and ripe fruit together, as though all seasons were the same. Oh, the garden beneath the hill is blooming, where no rain falls and no cold wind blows. She tends the flame roses, she tends the silver lilies, she tends the love a mortal barely knows. I would dig my hands in this impossible earth, I would learn the name of every stone, if she would let me stay beside her in this garden. I would make this hollow hill my home. She was kneeling at the edge of a reflecting pool, with her hands deep in silver-threaded soil. Her hair was dark as the space between the stars, and her eyes held no trace of human toil. She looked up slow, the way the moonrise lifts, not startled, not afraid, not surprised, as if she'd known since the first stone of this garden that I was always going to arrive. Oh, the garden beneath the hill is blooming, where no rain falls and no cold wind blows. She tends the flame roses, she tends the silver lilies, she tends the love a mortal barely knows. I would dig my hands in this impossible earth, I would learn the name of every stone, if she would let me stay beside her in this garden. I would make this hollow hill my home. She showed me paths that wound between the light trees, where golden apples never touch the ground. She named each flower in a tongue like running water, the sweetest language I had ever found. silver blossom to my chest. It took root somewhere behind my eyes. I saw her whirl the way she'd always lived inside it, and I wept for the beauty of her life. Oh, the garden beneath the hill is blooming, where no rain falls and no cold wind blows. She tends the flame roses, she tends the silver lilies, she tends the love a mortal barely knows. I would dig my hands in this impossible earth, I would learn the name of every stone. If she would let me stay beside her in this garden, I would make this hollow hill my home. He never went back for the cattle, he never went back for the plow. His family searched the hill until midsummer, but only the garden knows him now. Tend the roses, tend the silver, tend the flame, tend the love that has no other name. In the garden beneath the hill, he found his belonging in her hands, and he was glad he came. The candles were lit and the table was spread when I stepped through the hill in the dark. The Lord took my hand at the foot of his hall, and the music began from the heart. We danced on a floor made of polished midnight. We feasted on honey and flame, and I thought when I woke it was close to the morning, for the night in that place felt the same. 7 years I gave to the hill, 7 years for a single sweet night. My children are grown and my mother is sleeping beneath the same hill where I found the light. 7 years for a love that was real as the stone, 7 years and I'd give them again for the touch of his hand in the hollow where no mortal can number the rain. He spoke to me soft in the tongue of the hill folk, of rivers and stars without names. He showed me the maps of a world never charted, where beauty burns bright but never wanes. And I stayed for the dawn that I thought was just coming. I stayed for the warmth of his hand. I stayed because time in the hollow hill trembles like water poured into sand. 7 years I gave to the hill, 7 years for a single sweet night. My children are grown and my mother is sleeping beneath the same hill where I found the light. 7 years for a love that was real as the stone, 7 years and I'd give them again for the touch of his hand in the hollow where no mortal can number the rain. village had changed, and the faces were strangers in the rowan tree grown past the shrine. I called out his name to the sealed face of the hill. I pressed both my hands to the stone. 7 years he had given me back to the morning. 7 years, and I stood there alone. 7 years, 7 years I gave to the hill. 7 years for a single sweet night. My children are grown and my mother is sleeping beneath the same hill where I found the light. 7 years for a love that was real as the stone. 7 years and I'd give them again for the touch of his hand in the hall of the hollow where no mortal can number the rain. And the hill holds the memory of what she was given, the warmth of a hand, the hush of a hall. And if 7 more years were the price of one moment, she would walk through that hillside again without pause. Come back, the candles are burning. Come back, the music plays on, but the stone gives no answer to hands pressed in sorrow. And the hill keeps its silence, and she keeps her song. She came down from the hill on a Tuesday morning, with no shoes and no reason to hide. The dew on the field turned to gold where she touched it. The clover burned bright where she'd lied. I watched from the fence post like a man struck by lightning, too dazzled to move or to call. She turned once and smiled like she'd always expected to find me there waiting to fall. She left gold flowers where she walked. She left silver light in the water she touched. She left the scent of apple blossom in November and a hunger in my chest that hurts too much. For she was never made to walk on mortal ground, and every step she gave the world her name. She left gold flowers where she walked and set my ordinary life to flame. She walked through the village and the stones lit beneath her. The cats followed close at her heel. The children ran after the trail of gold blossoms to gather what she had revealed. And I followed them all with my heart running faster than sense or than caution allowed. She paused at the well and the water turned silver, and laughed like she parted a cloud. She left gold flowers where she walked. She left silver light in the water she touched. She left the scent of apple blossom in November and a hunger in my chest that hurts too much. For she was never made to walk on mortal ground, lived in your world for a season, and your world is remarkably fair. But fair as it is not where I'm rooted, and I cannot stay past the moon. Yet I have loved you in the way that my people love completely, and sometimes too soon. She left gold flowers where she walks. She left silver light in the water she touched. She left the scent of apple blossom in November, and a hunger in my chest that hurts too much. She was never made to walk on mortal ground, and every step she gave the world her name. She left gold flowers where she walked, and set my ordinary life to flame. She went back to the hill with the last of the moonlight. She went back to the world beneath the stone, but gold flowers still bloom in the field where I first saw her, and the well is still silver. I am still alone. She walked, she left her gold behind her. She walked through a world not her own, and I tend the gold flowers that grow where she touched me, and I wait at the fence post, and I wait alone. Played since my fingers were strong enough to hold strings, at every wedding and every wake. But the music that rose from beneath the old hillside was something no human hand could make. It came through the earth like a river of wanting. It came through my boots and my bones. It was every song I had ever been reaching for, every note I could never quite own. The music from the hill undid me. The music from the hill took my name, for she played the notes that I had always been missing, and I will never play the same. Oh, she plays the light, she plays the dark between them. She plays the love that has no word. The music from the hill She said, no living harbor has ever found this chamber, and none has ever gone back home. But she held out the heart with an offer in her fingers, and her eyes held a question like fire. Play what you carry from the world above the hillside, and I will play you what you desire. And they played through what felt like a single long evening, and they played what neither had played before. And somewhere between the two worlds and the music, they found something worth playing for. Play on through the dark and the dawning. Play on, where the two musics meet in the hill, where the harps of two worlds sound together. Love found the one note and made it complete. I will not dress it up in silver and in honey. I will not hide the truth inside a song. If you come away with me beneath the hill at midnight, you will not find the road that leads back on. Your mother's name will fade like smoke in autumn. Your market days will blur and disappear, but I will be as constant as the stone beneath the hillside, and I will love you without end or fear. To the hill, my love, come away where the lights burn without fire. Come away from the cold and the counting of seasons. Come away to a world that rises higher. I cannot promise you the life that you were born to. I cannot face turned back toward the dark, I felt the pull of everything he carried, every tether still hooked in his heart. And I would have released him to the cold and to the morning. I would have kissed him once and let him be. But he turned from the world with his whole heart decided, and said, there is nothing there worth more than thee. Come away with me to the hill, my love, come away, where the lights burn without fire. Come away from the cold and the counting of seasons. Come away to a world that rises higher. I cannot promise you the life that you were born to. I cannot give you back the sky you've known, but I can love you past the edge of all your living. Come away with me, you will not come alone. And the hill closed softly like a hand around a candle, and the path he had walked disappeared in the dew. And somewhere beneath the old stone and the silence, he is dancing in a world entirely new. Come away, the hill is open. Come away to the shining below. And she holds him in the light of her people, and the hill keeps their secret in the dark and the glow. I brought him gold from the treasury beneath the hill, the finest that my people ever spun. He held it for a moment, and it caught the morning light, and then it was a fistful of dead leaves and done. I brought him silver apples from the orchard of the sídhe. He bit into the sweetness with a smile, and in his hand it turned to ash before he swallowed. And he looked at me and waited quite a while. The fairy gold is lovely when it's golden, but love requires something that stays. You cannot build a life on silver apples that vanish with the turning of the day. So give me not the riches of your people, give me not the enchantments of your hill. Give me what you are beneath the glamour. Give me truth, and I will love you still. I brought him silk woven from the web of starlight, a cloak to keep the winter from his door. He wore it into the village with his shoulders back and shining, and came home wrapped in his own coat once more. And each time that my giving turned to nothing in his hands, I went back to the hill with my shame, until he followed me to the foot of the old hillside, and called out soft and certain, called my name. The fairy gold is lovely when it's golden, but love riches of your people. Give me not the enchantments of your hill. Give me what you are beneath the glamour. Give me truth, and I will love you still. I had never given anything without the shining on it. I had never offered something plain and bare. I sat beside him on the stone, without my beauty, without the light I carry in my hair. And I said, I have nothing that will last in the human daylight. I have nothing that your hands can hold and keep. But I have loved you past the edges of my knowing, he said. That is the only gold I need. The fairy gold is lovely when it's golden, but love requires something that stays. You cannot build a life on silver apples that vanish with the turning of the day. Of your people, give me not the enchantments of your hill. Give me what you are beneath the glamour. Give me truth, and I will love you still. And she learned to give what could not be enchanted. She learned to give the thing that cost her most, and the gold she gave him after had no glamour. But it never turned to leaves, and never was it lost. Not the gold, not the silver, not the shining, not the apples, not the silk, not the spell. Just the truth of what she carried in her being. Just her love, and it held, and it held, and it held. Every midsummer I came to the old hill at nightfall, as my father had come and his father before, to leave the first cut of the barley on the flat stone, and asked for good harvest and nothing more. But this midsummer the hill was breathing differently. This midsummer the stone had cracked with light, and a woman stood framed in the door of the midsummer, like the sun had decided to come out at night. She said, I have stood at this threshold for 3 midsummers, watching you leave your small offering of grain. She said, I have wanted to speak since the first time I saw you, but my courage kept failing me again. And here was this being of light at the hill door, admitting to something as small as being afraid. And I laughed and she laughed, and the hill rang with laughter. And that was the moment we were made. threshold without crossing either direction. We stood in the space where the two worlds held, and she showed me the lights of her world burning inward, and I showed her the bonfire on my hill. And neither of us asked the other to abandon the world that had made them who they were. We only stood in the midsummer threshold and loved in the place where two worlds blur. You in. Come stand with me here where the two worlds are touching. Come stand where the firelight meets the stars. Oh, midsummer opened the hollow hills and showed me where you are. And the hill closed again with the coming of morning, as it always has since the first stone was laid. But something had crossed in the night that could not be uncrossed. Something was found that could not be unmade. Midsummer, midsummer, open your hillsides. Midsummer, midsummer, let the two worlds breathe. And somewhere at the threshold of every midsummer, two people are standing, still meeting, still free. I went out to the meadow for no reason I can name, just the full moon pulling at my feet. I found the ring of mushrooms in the silver-flooded grass and heard the drum before I felt the beat. And then they were around me, the bright and the beautiful, with their faces made of starfire and of bone. And the dance swept me up before I thought to run from it, and I was spinning, spinning, not alone. Don't go home yet, don't go home yet. The ring is still turning, the moon is still high. Don't go home yet, don't go home yet. I only just found you on this midsummer night. The dance will end and the circle will open, and you may go back to the world that you know. But don't go home yet, don't go home yet. Stay one more turning, and let me not let go. He found me in the third ring of the turning, when I'd lost my left from right and fast from slow. He put his hand in mine and said, I've got you, with a steadiness I had no right to know. He danced beside me through the rings of the others. He matched my every stumble and my turn, and by the fourth circle I was dancing, for the love of it, for the warmth of him, the dancing, the burn. Don't go home yet, don't go home yet. The ring is still turning, the moon is still high. Don't go home yet, don't go home yet. I only just found you on this midsummer night. let me not let go. When the circle slowed at the last call of the dancing, when the others of his people faded back, he stood before me in the ring of flattened moon grass and said, I am not willing to go back. I have danced these rings since before your great-grandmother was a thought in the mind of this old hill, but I never found a hand that made the dancing matter, he said, and I'm not ready to be still. Don't go home yet, don't go home yet. The ring is still turning, the moon is still high. Don't go home yet, don't go home yet. I only just found you on this midsummer night. The dance will end and the circle will open, and you may go back to the world that you know. But don't go home yet, don't go home yet. Stay one more turning and let me not let go. And the moon went down slow over the meadow, and the ring of mushrooms held them in the dew. And when the village woke and sent the children out to find her, she was sitting in the fairy ring, and he was there too. One more turning through the moonlight. One more turning, and then one more after that. And they stayed in the ring while the whole world kept spinning, and neither one of them ever looked back. They said choose the hill or choose the heather. They said choose the light below or the light above. They drew the line between the worlds and told us that the line was also law and also love. But we had stood too long on the threshold between them. We had breathed the air of both into our bones, and we looked at each other, and we looked at the boundary, and we put our hands together and stayed home. Neither world and both, neither world and both. We belong to the threshold and the between. Neither hill nor heather, neither dark nor dawning. We belong to something no one else has seen. They can keep their laws of where a love may settle. They can keep the borders that they built of stone. We will keep the space between the two worlds breathing. Neither world and both, and that's our home. We built our house at the place where the hill meets the meadow, where the stone sings different on one side than the next, where the foxes of the sídhe and the foxes of the daylight cross each other's trails without distress. And we planted two gardens, one of mortal flowering, one of silver blossoms from her people's ground. And they grew together without permission or instruction into something neither world had ever found. Neither world and both, neither world and both. We belong to the threshold and the between. Neither hill nor heather, neither dark nor dawn. can keep the borders that they built of stone. We will keep the space between the two worlds breathing, neither world and both, and that's our home. When her people came to call her back to the hollow, she met them at the door and did not move. When my people came to say I'd lost my senses, I loved her past the point of needing to be proved. And the two worlds learned in time to pass around us, the way a river finds a stone it cannot shift. We became the place where the boundary lost its certainty. We became ourselves, an unexpected gift. Neither world and both, neither world and both. We belong to the threshold and the between. Neither hill nor heather, neither dark nor dawning. We belong to something no one else has seen. They can keep their laws of where love may settle. They can keep the borders that they built of stone. We will keep the space between the two worlds breathing, neither world and both, and that's our home. And the children of the in-between are coming, with their mortal eyes and their fairy threaded hands. They will not ask permission from either of the old worlds. They will build their lives on the unheld land. Neither world and both worlds and the space between them. Neither world and both worlds and the love between them. And the threshold holds them open, lit and living. And neither hill nor heather calls them home.